Welcome, dear children, to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Today, we shall discuss the new topic, that is degrees of comparison in adjectives. So, what are the degrees of comparison? There are three degrees of comparison. The first one is the positive degree, second is the comparative degree, and the third one is the superlative degree. So, the positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison. For example, you can say, she has a big house. The comparative degree refers to a greater degree of adjective as compared to the positive degree, and it is used to compare two objects, people, or places. So, the example of comparative degree is, her house is bigger than my house. The third one is superlative degree. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of adjective. It is used to compare more than two objects, people, or places. For example, you can say, his house is the biggest of all. Here you can see three pictures are given. In that you can see the degrees of comparison. Nidhi writes one page in 5 minutes. Raman writes one page in 3 minutes. Shruti writes one page in 1 minute. So next we can say that Nidhi, Raman and Shruti all write fast. But how do we show that there is a difference in how fast they write? We can show how fast they write by using degrees of comparison. We can say that Nidhi writes fast, Raman writes faster, but Shruti writes the fastest. Thus, we can see that there are three degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. The comparative and the superlative degrees of the positive adjective are formed in different ways. So, next we are going to learn about the different ways in the comparative and the superlative degrees of the positive adjectives are formed. The first one is by adding er and est. Here you can say high will become higher, highest. High is the positive degree, higher is the comparative degree, and highest is the superlative degree. Light, lighter, lightest. Wide, wider, widest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Tall, taller, tallest. So these are the three degrees given here. First is the positive degree, the second one is the comparative, and the third is the superlative degree. Next, by doubling the last consonant and then adding er and est. So what you have to do is you have to double the last consonant and then you have to add er and est. So the positive degree is fat, fatter, fattest. So here children, we can see we have doubled the last consonant by adding er and est. So it becomes fatter and fattest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Big, bigger, biggest. Wet, wetter, wettest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Slim, slimmer, slimmest. The third one is by removing the y and adding ier and iest. So we have to remove the y and then add ier and iest. Easy, easier, easiest. Positive degree is easy, easier is the comparative degree, and easiest is the superlative degree. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Dry, drier, driest. Happy, happier, happiest. Funny, funnier, funniest. Wealthy, wealthier, and wealthiest. So these are the three ways, different ways in the comparative and superlative degrees of the adjectives are formed. Adding er and est by doubling the last consonant and then adding er and est, and by removing the y and adding ier and iest. Next is adjectives with more than two syllables form the comparative and superlative by adding more and most before the positive adjective. So here the adjectives which are having more than two syllables form the comparative and superlative degree by adding more and most before it, right? More capable becomes most capable. More beautiful, most beautiful. More important, most important. More difficult becomes most difficult. More intelligent, most intelligent. Two syllable adjectives ending in FUL, LESSING and ED also form the comparative and superlative by adding more and most before the positive adjective. So, more useful is most useful, more careless, most careless. So, here comparative and superlative degree, in that what we are doing, adding more and most before the positive adjective. Certain words do not belong to any category. There are exceptions to every rule. Modern, more modern, most modern. Foolish, more foolish, most foolish. Certain, more certain, most certain. Here you can see certain words are there that do not belong to any category. So the positive degree is modern. When it is converted into comparative degree, it will become more modern, and when it becomes superlative degree, it becomes most modern. Understood, children? Next is certain words change totally in the comparative and the superlative. There are words, certain words that change totally when it is written into comparative degree and when it is converted into superlative degree. So you can see here the words good will become better and better will become best. So the positive degree is good, the comparative degree is better, and the superlative degree is best. Ill, worse, worst. Positive is ill, comparative is worse, and the superlative is worst. Likewise, all other words are given here. Well, better, best. Little, less, least. Bad, worse, worst. Old, older, oldest, when the people being compared are not related or when we talk about places or things. Old, elder, eldest, when the people being compared are related. Many, much, more or most. Far, farther, farthest, when we are talking about any distances. Far, further, furthest. The words further and furthest are used when we are talking about additions not connected with distance. For example, you can see here, I would like to inform you that you are not allowed to enter the premises. Further, you may not use the identity cards issued to. Becoming the heir to the throne was furthest from his mind when suddenly his father, the king, died. So let us now see what changes occur in a sentence when it changes from the positive to the comparative or to the superlative degrees. Let us look at some examples. Gaurav is the tallest boy in the class. That is the superlative degree. Gaurav is taller than any other boys in the class. That is comparative degree. No boy in the class is as tall as Gaurav. It is the positive degree. So here you can see the tallest, taller than, as taller as. These are the degrees of comparison. And it is written as superlative, comparative and the positive degree. So children, today we have completed the 3 degrees of comparison, that is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, and we have learned different ways in which how they can be written in adjectives. Hope you like this video, children. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.